Okay, back here. I was sick. I got sick. Went to the hospital. I was there for about a week. I got out last Friday. Been a bit under the weather since then, I guess, but I'm starting to feel better, and I figured I'll make a quick response video, sort of machine gun style, since you guys been posting a whole lot of videos, about 60 videos or something. Okay, so why games? I always kind of loved games. I was into math in school and stuff. I think that's sort of an affinity for like rules and stuff. And and I got my first computer at 4, and I actually got into computer programming because I wanted to make games. I forgot it for a while, but I'm back on the track now. Software architecture, I guess I used to think it was more important, but recently I've been thinking that I want to do as little software architecture as possible and just write code in one big function or whatever, and just when architecture is needed, I'll refactor some code and stuff like that. But I won't start with any sort of idea of any sort of structure or architecture. Just hack it together. And creativity. I used to play guitar. I used to play piano. I used to paint for a while, like mostly I guess as a kid. But kind of forgot about those. I still have a couple of guitars. I have a MIDI keyboard. I don't play that much. Andy, congrats on going full-time indie. Also, good job on being drunk. Big games. It's financial risk, of course, but I do think that it might be mitigated somewhat by the sort of quality. But I think for an indie, it's probably a good idea to just focus on a couple of things that you can like really make well, and what your sort of strengths are, and maybe try to sort of. I mean, you can't be perfect at everything, so focus on the few things that you can do really well and try to make that compelling. Mike Kasperzag, too bad you didn't win the $50,000, but you've been winning a lot of other stuff, so maybe it all evens out. I mean, you have a car and stuff, so I don't know. Maybe you can't win everything. Marketing, I think my thoughts on the marketing would be that most important thing would be that people know about your game. I mean, obviously, and that probably that they need to know about your game before the game comes out. So you need to be out there promoting it before it even exists. And I don't think I don't think Blizzard ever made a mistake on showing StarCraft too early. I mean, the game is a pretty huge success, so I don't think they screwed up too badly there. So I wouldn't take any lessons from that, at least not in that direction that it was a mistake or anything. Internationalization, I think that's might be pretty important for casual sort of stuff. Although I think casual games, I guess, don't usually rely a whole lot on language. Although I mean, I guess word games and stuff do rely a whole lot on it, and maybe like some story based stuff. But that's probably more important for casual stuff. And I think for like very hardcore games, it's the enthusiasts don't really care that much. Although, I mean, if you're going for a big market, then maybe you do want to do that. Diversification, that's a probably a really good idea, but you need to make sure that your game is actually somewhat portable before. I mean, you need to take that into account first writing the code and designing the architecture, I guess. But I'm currently actually working on a PSP port of an ActionScript 3 game, so that's kind of tricky. So a lot of work. So that's not a. I don't really see that as a quick cash in or anything like that. It's more of a. It's a whole bunch of work, and I think mostly I'm doing it this way because I guess I viewed it as a sort of a practice project or whatever. In some sense, I mean, it's gonna be good and stuff, but yeah. Art, I think using a simple style helps. I mean, it could be pixel art or it could be like a low poly vector or 3D even. But I think it's good idea to stick to something simple, maybe a bit like more stylistic or abstract or stylized. But I think it's important to stick to something really simple, like maybe pick just a few colors and do everything in circles or something like that, so it kind of looks unique and still like it stands out and might look kind of good, cool. So that's my idea. If you're not very good, then stick to a simple style. And if you don't want to do that, then I guess be friends with artists. You gotta be good friends with some good artists, so maybe you can get some artwork commission for reasonable prices or whatever. And for the end, dance party.